Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share some more little quick and easy styling tips and tools that you can use when you are putting together an outfit. Maybe just as a little element that feels off. Very similar to in a recent video where I chatted through proportions. I'm gonna link that one up there. Now I'm really excited to be partnering with one of my longtime favorite brands, LILYSILK, on this video. So I'm gonna be featuring a few of their pieces throughout in each of the different outfits as I talk through these different styling tips. Now, if you aren't familiar with the brand, it is essentially a really beautiful place to go if you are looking for a lovely new silk blouse, if you're looking for silk bedding, silk pajamas, silk pillowcases, which I finally got one for myself, which I'm so excited about. Can't wait to sleep on this because silk has so many benefits. It is hypoallergenic. I'm sure you've heard me mention the many skincare benefits, but one of them is that when you do apply those beautiful creams before you go to bed, it's not going to sink into the pillowcase. It's going to remain on your complexion. It's also really good for your hair and managing frizz. So that's why I'm so excited to have my own silk pillowcase, because I do have a little bit of frizziness in my hair, partly genetic, but also I know in part caused friction from sleeping on cotton pillowcases. And something I recently learned about silk is that it is also sleep promoting as well. Not all silk is created equal, and the silk that LILYSILK uses is mulberry silk grade A. So it is the finest quality silk, has very fine fibers. In addition to that, if you are purchasing anything from their cashmere range, which is very, very soft, again, it is grade A cashmere sourced from Mongolia. And I love that they go to great lengths to ensure that all of their products are clean and that they have Eco-Tech certification as well. They have a few sustainability initiatives that you may not be aware of, so I really wanted to share those with you. The first being that they are a zero waste company, so any offcuts from their silk blouses, they repurpose into items like silk face masks and also silk scrunchies, which is incredible. And they also partner with TerraCycle, who are again committed to that zero waste production. In addition to that, the silk that they use in their blouses and their bedding is sourced from mulberry trees, which require less water than cotton to grow. And they also put an emphasis on the fact that all of their products are made using natural fibers as opposed to synthetics. And one of the other things I really admire about LILYSILK, aside from the fact that I know that I'm getting a quality product and that I can really rely on them for beautiful silk pieces, is that they are continuing to innovate. In particular, their 100% silk charmeuse with elasticity has been a real game changer in the industry. So I want to kind of run through 3 of the new items that I picked. I also grabbed a silk pillowcase, as you saw, which I'm going to be styling up throughout this video. I am also wearing one of my old favorites, which I always pull out. This is the oversized silk shirt with the pocket on the bust. I will make sure this one is linked down in the description box below. But before I run through all of these, I also did just want to highlight, if you have had your eye on anything from LILYSILK, now's a really good time to shop, because you can use the code Mademoiselle15 for 15% off site-wide. So the first item that I picked out is this beautiful silk knitted top. And I quite often ask where to buy silk knitted pieces, and LILYSILK is really my go-to. I especially like this one because it felt quite festive to me, as it does have that metallic lurex thread running through it, which hopefully is coming off clearly on camera. To me, this seemed like a really beautiful option for the festive season. So in the lead up to Christmas, which you could wear regardless of what climate you live in, whether you're in the southern hemisphere like I am, or if you're in the northern hemisphere, just with a little bit of clever layering. This is definitely that subtle way to dress up without having to go full on in a red dress or something like that. Now I did grab this in the size medium, and I don't think that you need to size up. I quite often like things a little bit slouchy and oversized, but this particular style is a relaxed fit, so I would recommend going with your usual size. Unless you like the way that it fits on me, then go up one. The second item that I picked out is this beautiful striped, it's very subtle embossed stripe, as hopefully you'll see from the cutaways, short sleeved notch collar detail blouse. I actually have the same one in navy in the wash silk, and again that one washes incredibly well in the machine on a cold setting, if you've been wondering. This one I got in the medium, but I have the navy in the small, and there's very, very little within the sizing. So if you are in between sizes, I would recommend sizing up. up, because this is the type of blouse that actually looks quite nice with a little bit of extra volume. And then the third item that I selected is this lovely silk trench coat, and I actually thought that this is a really beautiful piece if you wanted something that was quite versatile, because you could easily button it up and then add a belt at the waist and you've got yourself a little dress as well. And a trench coat like this, especially something that is a little bit lighter weight, is a really beautiful transitional season piece. So we'll start with the first outfits, where I'm wearing the Lyrics top, and I wanted to show you a way that I would potentially wear it for the office, or if I was kind of dressing up a little bit for the silly season in a workplace setting. So what I've done is I have paired that beautiful silk knitted t-shirt with some tailored trousers, and then I've gone for a strappy sandal. And I really overall love this outfit. It's monochromatic, which to me is a very effortless way to look chic, and it utilizes some very simple style rules, which is balancing out your proportions by using volume and shape. So because the t-shirt is a little bit more shapely, it's a bit larger, it's a bit more voluminous on top, I've gone for a trouser that, while it is a straight leg, it is very tailored and tapered in its cut. It feels very streamlined and sleek. The shoes that I've opted for are a strappy sandal with straps around the ankle, and while I do love these shoes, I actually think that there is a better solution for this outfit. The reason being that I find that extra strap around the ankle does cut me off ever so slightly. So I wanted to do a shoe swap for one which is either a slingback or just a plain court shoe, which isn't going to add any extra strappiness or add any additional lines around my ankles. I thought it would be fun to do something that was a little bit more playful, because this is I think a bit more of a festive outfit. So I've gone for a shoe that is this sort of muted rose color, but there is an embellishment on the right shoe. I think that's really fun, and it plays into those subtle elements and subtle cues of the festive nod from the outfit. And you'll see here that the lines of the outfit feel a lot cleaner. I love the fact that the shoes are very similar to, sort of in color to my skin tone. It just feels very seamless, and there aren't any lines cutting me off. The second outfit, I wanted to show you how to pair it with a little mini skirt, something that's a little bit more casual and fun and flirty. So I've worn it loose in the first instance with this pretty little ruffle skirt, and then my favorite ballerina pumps for that little bit of height. And in this instance, I wanted something with a slightly pointed toe so that I could really elongate my legs. I kind of like this effect because it almost looks like I've got a drop waist dress. However, I felt like I could change some little styling tricks here to actually make the outfit feel a bit more flattering on me. So the first thing that I did was a half tuck, where I tucked the top just in the front into the waistband of my dress, and that to me instantly elevated the outfit. It created a waist which created more shape and definition on my body, which I think was needed for this particular look. Then, to kind of play into that oversized nature, that element that I was sort of craving when I first put the outfit together, I threw on a big oversized black cardigan, and I feel like this really brought everything together. It kind of tied it all in, and keeping within that same color scheme as well, I found it was very complimentary. And I quite like that with a knit like that, you can sort of wear it slightly off the shoulder as well for a bit more of a cool and cozy vibe. The third outfit was centered around this striped white silk blouse, and here I wanted to go for loose proportions. So I've worn the blouse untucked with a pair of straight leg linen trousers in a light beige color, and then I've worn kind of a creamy white colored slide sandal on my foot. Now, in theory, there are elements of this outfit that I really like. So I've gone for proportions that are a bit larger, a bit more voluminous. So the shirt's untucked, so it's a bit sort of blousey and boxy on my upper half. The trousers are quite wide, but then I have revealed a bit of my ankle and worn a shoe that is very slim. So that really helps to balance out that kind of more top heavy proportion. Or I felt like the outfit could use a little bit of a lift. So what I have done is just tucked in one side of the shirt in the front. And for me, again, this is something that creates a little bit of definition. And while it isn't a huge change, it transforms the way that the outfit appears in my eyes. And I found it felt a lot more balanced once I did that. The second outfit that I wore, featuring this lovely little silk blouse, was pairing it with a beautiful feminine skirt. And I really like opting for those more delicate fabrics and pairing it with again, more feminine and really kind of delicate features. So the skirt has this lovely floral print to it, and then on my feet I've just opted for a slip-on tan leather slide. Now I really like this outfit. It feels very Audrey Hepburn inspired. However, it did feel almost a little bit bulky around my waist, which is interesting because the skirt actually is one that sits on the natural waist. So what I did to combat that was I actually unbuttoned the bottom of that blouse, and then I tied it in a little bow. And for me, that was another way that I could create some definition at my waist and make it feel a little bit more balanced and also chic, because I've put my own little twist and spin on the look. Final two outfits are going to center around this beautiful silk trench coat, which I have in the black. I can't recall if I mentioned this, but I opted for it in a size small, and you can see even when it is buttoned up, it is not fitted on me anywhere, not even around the hips. And I'm an AU8 just for reference. So for the first outfit, I've gone for your classic Parisian look. So a striped bread top. I'm wearing a really nice pair of jeans, the ones I've got on right now. I have that trench on, and then I also have on a black ballerina flat. And this is timeless. This outfit isn't going to date, and I think it's a really ageless look as well. And you can probably see that one of the things I've done here is replicate, or at least use, the colors in my outfits again. So the blue of the jeans, and then the dark blue navy in the stripes, and then with my shoes, they are black, imitating the color of the trench. I actually think that I could make this outfit a little bit more interesting just by changing the shoes. So I put on my favorite pair of two-tone pumps, and instantly again, the outfit feels transformed. So they're a neutral color. I find that that makes them very sort of understated. They kind of fly under the radar, but that black toe cap I think is very eye-catching, and it's also very elongating because it draws the eye downwards, and it sort of ends up resting on that little black toe cap detail. And you can see that I am still drawing on that element of replicating colors through the outfit, but it's just a little bit more subtle in ways. And yeah, that is how I would maybe shift the outfit so that I have a slightly different look. The final outfit I wanted to talk through and tweak is a simple slip dress underneath this trench coat, and then with a pair of chunky sandals. So I've gone for quite delicate fabrics here, right? I'm wearing the silk dress with the silk trench coat, and I wanted to almost offset that with a chunky shoe, because that is definitely something you can do. However, in this instance, I don't really find it quite works. It just feels slightly off. It feels a little bit heavy on my feet, probably because of the really thick strap across the foot and the very thick chunky block heel. The other thing I wanted to mention is that you probably notice the dress is longer than the trench, and I quite like this look. However, when I go to tweak it, what I do is I add a little belt around my waist. So that adds a bit of definition. When you're wearing things that are very sort of loose fitting, you can sometimes feel a little bit lost, and you can feel like it can be nice to define your features, like your waist or perhaps another area of your body. So I've done that with a really thick double belt, and that's actually pulled up the hem length ever so slightly, so it's in line with the hem length of the trench. Then I also swapped out the shoes, and I think my ballerina pumps would have been really nice in this instance, but I decided to do a sandal, and I've worn a really strappy mule. It does have a block heel, but the straps are very thin and delicate. I find that those are very complementary to the more elegant and refined nature of the fabrics that I'm wearing. So yeah, that is all 6 outfits that I kind of wanted to run through in this video, and just some small little styling tweaks that you can use when you are putting together your outfits and you just feel like there's something not quite right, at least to your eye, when you are looking at it in the mirror. I hope that you enjoyed this. I'd love to know if you had a favorite outfit or a favorite piece that I mentioned. And as I mentioned at the start of this video, if you have had your eye on anything from LILYSILK, then definitely take advantage of this discount. Use the code Mademoiselle15 at checkout so that you can save 15% off your order. Thanks again to LILYSILK as well for partnering with me on this video, and I will see you next time with a brand new video. Thanks for spending some of your day with me, and see you soon. Bye.